We are getting old.
My dream is to be a pilot. I want to be an architect.
Geologist.
You and I are growing further. You don't really talk to me.
Hi everyone, and welcome to One Degree Alumni Stories, episode 18. And we're here with Daniel, a past student from 2017, I think it is, Dan. It's been a while. How are you doing?
Long time. I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
Yeah, really good. Oh, such a long time. I can't believe it. I mean, because it's been so long, thinking back, can you even remember One Degree? It was such a long time ago.
I have quite a few memories of One Degree actually.
Oh, really? Tell me what first comes to mind if someone were to say One Degree to you?
Of 7 to 8 o'clock mornings, going into the school cafeteria, eating croissants for breakfast, and then
Not too bad at breakfast.
No, it was a good breakfast. We used to have a lot of little like games as well that we used to do in the morning as like icebreakers almost. I also remember traveling to the other school at one point. I don't remember how many times. We did it a few times. I remember that. And obviously the California trip.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. That was a big one. So yeah, just to update the audience listening, you were during a program in 2017, was it?
Yes. Yeah.
And it was a year that One Degree had a split program. We had two programs going on at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You were at Woodside High School in Wood Green, and there was another program going on at Westminster Academy. So you sometimes came over to Westminster Academy to join us there, but the rest of the time you had your own sort of program going on at Woodside High School while we were at Westminster Academy. And when you were sort of selected to join the program and you sort of accepted all of that, what sort of expectations did you have leading into that?
I remember going home to speak to my mom about it, and it was like maths especially was something that I really, really struggled in. It's something that I even struggle in now. But I thought it would genuinely be a good possibility. Word.
Opportunity.
That was the one. We thought it would be a good opportunity for me. And it was. It wasn't so much that I really thought it would just be like Saturday school. But it didn't feel like Saturday school. It was a lot more interactive and fun than just doing it all over again on the day that I'm meant to be enjoying with my friends out doing whatever.
Yeah, let's bring up a photo of the crew that year. So, that must be a real blast from the past. Looking back at that.
Wow, I remember all these people.
Are you in touch with many of them?
I still speak to Jessica here and there. And Alex is in the picture on the left.
Yeah.
Toyin at the front, I see sometimes. Wow. Oh, and Courtney. Wow. This
so weird looking back at these photos when it's been like almost a decade, eh?
I remember this day. I remember it vividly.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then God. I think at the same day, this was right at the end of the program where you got a letter with some good news, right?
I did, yes. Yeah.
So tell us about that.
I got chosen to go to California.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
So tell us about that trip, how that felt, what that was all about. I mean, a hell of an experience. You were 16 at the time, or had you turned 16 yet?
I think I was 15.
15.
Yeah.
15, traveling all the way to California with another student, a student from the other school we're working with that year. So tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, that was so fun. I think my mum wasn't sure about me going because I hadn't been away from home for such a long time, but I was excited. I'd never been on a plane ever to anywhere. It was something that I don't think that my parents could afford to do for us all the time. So I hadn't been anywhere. So it was a great experience for me. It was, and I think it really inspired me to go out and see the world. Obviously there was that. I got to see San Francisco, which was really fun. And then we went to the little the college program that they were holding, and I got to meet. I'm still in contact with some of those people that I met there.
Amazing.
It was a leadership, leadership program. It was. It was such a good experience to meet new people, to have that leadership program. I remember I have a book that I got from there from I forget his name, but he did a little presentation. I still have that book. I read it sometimes about leadership. And then that was really cool.
If you were to compare students in California versus students in London, what are some of the differences that that stand out?
Oh, that's a very good question. There are a lot. I think there are a lot more. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like they're a lot more forthcoming with what they say. They're very very honest, which I can't fault, because I've I've also become that person.
Oh, nice! But you had a good time. It was amazing, was it?
I did. It was genuinely really great.
Oh man, and so just before you actually went on that trip, let's have a look back to your graduation day. Tim Campbell, MBE, there giving you your graduation certificate. Do you remember that day?
I don't. It's funny because I just watched The Apprentice. I do not. Oh my gosh, what?
Do you not remember that he gave that to you?
I do not. I have to show my mom.
Brilliant. I know. I can't believe he's still on The Apprentice as one of Lord Sugar's helpers there.
Wow,
it's so funny.
oh my gosh.
Oh man, I know, such memories. Such memories. So then you finished One Degree. You did your California trip. Let's move a little bit into post One Degree life, college, and the years after One Degree. Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, so I remember getting my results, and I remember being semi-disappointed because at the time I was just this little bit off maths. So I didn't get to study what I applied for, but they still accepted me I went to Leighton Sixth Form College. I think I'd chosen to do A levels at the time, but because of my math grade, it prevented me from doing so. So instead I did level 3 business, and I took maths basically in, I think, November, and I actually passed it that time.
Amazing.
Right. And still happy with doing level 3 business. I think maybe people got into my head about it being like really difficult and all of that. And level 3 business was, I think it was difficult, but it was all basically essay writing. I don't like exams. I don't think I would have been great in exams. And level 3 business was basically pretty much all coursework. So I did that. I got my distinction in that. And then I wanted to do an apprenticeship, but I also knew how demanding that could be. So my second plan was to go to university. And I graduated in marketing now 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I did that. And I'm still finding my way in, if it's something that I still want to go into, because I am really happy at where I'm at now. But no, yeah.
So before we get to where you're at right now, tell me a little bit about the difference between GCSEs, A levels, university. Like, which was your favorite? What were the differences? How you had to adjust and cope with the different types of learning and setups and stuff?
I think I actually really enjoyed learning in. I didn't enjoy GCSE so much because exams. I don't do well at exams and pressure. I really did enjoy how you learn in college. I feel like it's slightly, well, maybe it's subjective to whatever college you go to, but I feel like the learning style there was very informal, um, in the sense that you didn't feel the need to be worried or scared to ask a stupid question or all of that kind of mess. Um, as well, you were kind of just left to your own devices and trusted that you will do this in that specific amount of time. You were kind of responsible for your own grade, as far as pass, merit, and distinction. Whether you wanted to get a distinction or not was completely your choice. That's your own responsibility. Which was, some people, it depends on who you are as a person. I always like to get my distinctions. A merit and a pass wasn't an option for me. And then in university, I think the element I really liked about university is that the different people that you meet. There is people from all different cultures and different walks of life that come into London to study, and that you can become friends with and keep in contact with and do projects together. I really, really did enjoy that element. And again, you're responsible for, at this point, you're an adult, so you're responsible for your own time and projects and all of that.
So, I mean, so then you did marketing. You finished that up. At that point, when you finished university, what were the thoughts going through your head about what you wanted to do next?
Oh, it was really like, I think I went to university in a really difficult time. I went to university, I'd started, and then a few months later, COVID hit.
Yeah.
So I was pretty much at home for the majority of my studies. And so one thing I think that I didn't get was a lot of support as far as to what next steps there is to take after your studies. So I kind of came out with, happy that I graduated, but what do I do with this now?
Yeah.
Which I'm still trying to figure out.
And then obviously you got to where you're at now. So tell me a little bit about that journey, how you got to, what you're doing right now with your life.
Okay, so I work in fragrance. I work in fragrance training specifically. I'd started in university just as a way of as a sales consultant, actually, just to make some money, a little bit of money whilst I was studying. And then a couple of months, if not a month into me doing that, I became a manager. They opened a whole big new store and they were like, "Oh, this store is yours." Managed a team of about 20 to 25 people for a little bit. And now I train people in fragrance. And it's honestly so cool. The world of fragrance is so interesting. I never got any formal training. It's something that you're meant to get, but I didn't get that. It was something that I just had to learn on my own. And it became an interest of mine. And it's really nice to meet people that have the same interests. I feel like the fragrance community has been a niche community, but now it's so large. Everyone loves fragrance. Everyone's on TikTok saying, "Oh, this fragrance is great, and you should try this and buy that and this." But the training element is really cool. It's I never thought I would be teaching someone and anyone about anything. But no, it's been really fun.
That's amazing, and it's, I suppose it proves that we can go down a different path in life, not meaning to, or not realizing that that's the journey we're going to go down, end up going down some way we weren't expecting, and then we're kind of winging it, aren't we? We're kind of like learning as we go. Like you say, you didn't have any formal training. All of a sudden you're like, "Oh, I'm managing 20 people. What am I going to do now?" So you've got to figure out how to do that. It's crazy, isn't it?
Very, very crazy. Very crazy.
Oh,
But
man.
I'm so happy with it. It's been great.
What's your favorite fragrance?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot here, Roger. I have
yeah.
over 50 fragrances, which isn't a lot compared to other people. That's very small. I really like it's quite a niche fragrance. It's called Atelier Rose Omiade. Which I did not buy myself because it's expensive. But it's like here I go. It's like a rosy oud smell. It smells really good.
Wow, you heard it here first, folks. That's what to get. Recommended by Daniel, head of fragrance. Brilliant. Oh, Dan, that's incredible. Now, what about, do you think you want to stay in that sector and that industry now? Because it sounds like you're loving it so much. And if so, what are some of the directions and next steps that you'd like to go?
I think that I really enjoyed studying marketing, and I also enjoy fragrance as well. So if I can combine the two, and do something as in like a marketing role in fragrance, that would be great. There's a lot of opportunities to work in fragrance in marketing. It's just that marketing's such a broad subject. You can do anything with it, to be honest, and I think that's where I got stuck initially. But there's so many different brands that you can work for as far as marketing goes, and fragrance as well. I'm passionate about the two, so I would love to be able to combine the two and work with them alike.
Have you seen some really good marketing for fragrances that you like? Do you have a favorite?
Oh yeah. Versace's going through a bit of a change right now because the Prada has brought them, so their marketing strategy has changed, and it looks very, very good.
Oh wow.
I'd love to be a part.
Sure. Well, that could be it. We could be speaking in 5 years' time, and you could be a part of that team.
We could. You guys could even see me. I'm on their Instagram page. I've done some content for them.
Oh, nice.
Instagram. I just did some. It hasn't been posted yet because I'm assuming they're still editing. Okay. I was at the my old store, and they had, I forget his name, but he was on Love Island. They had me do some content with him, so that will be on Instagram in a few days' time.
Oh, my word, have to look out for that. Please send it on when it comes up.
I will do.
So, it's been amazing catching up with you. So, I guess to round up, you've gone through so much, in the last, what's it been, 8 years or so. Do you have any advice first of all, for GCSE students, that if you were looking back and speaking to yourself, or you met a GCSE student now, something you would say to them to get through this busy time and stressful time?
I think one of the things that I will say that is even something I'm still trying to learn about myself now, just going through life, is that as much as I think that I'm quite reserved, I was very quiet and I didn't ask questions. And I didn't ask for help. I kind of just, it's good to take it upon yourself to learn things on your own. But if you can't and you categorically need help, then it's completely okay to ask for it. I think I've learned this through training staff as well, that there is no such thing as a stupid question. If you really want to learn something, and if it's going to be, this could be something that's detrimental to your grade that you come out with, then I think it's something that you should definitely do and seek help if you need it, definitely.
It's such good advice, and I think a perfect place to end on. Thank you so much for catching up with us and sharing that. We'll definitely have a catch up again, so we can see what you've moved on to next, or what you're doing next, and you can share some more stories. That'll be great. Yeah, no, thank you so much. So to everyone listening, you've been listening to One Degree Alumni Stories, episode 18. This is Daniel from One Degree 2017. Thanks everyone for watching. Speak soon. Bye.